I'm close enough to Hitler to change history. I can see his eyes. I can hear his voice. He's 10 feet away from me. 10 feet and 75 years. It was the dream of my life to be permitted to see Paris, Hitler said on his tour in 1940. I often wondered whether or not we were going to have to destroy it. He spent 3 hours in the city and never returned. So now we're going to go to 2004, where I'm enrolled in a cinematography class at UCLA, where I made the acquaintance of an art director at an ad agency. And one class, he asked me to bring in a portfolio, and I did, but it was a very big book of black and white prints, and I thought that it would have very little commercial value. But the next week he came in and he said, "What would you say if I asked you to travel the world taking pictures?" I would say, as a rule, yes. And that was the inception of Know Where You Stand. Know Where You Stand is the tagline and concept for what became a worldwide marketing campaign for the History Channel. For the campaign, we selected 4 historically significant black and white photographs that traveled to the same locations to generate contemporary pictures. The final images, one prosaic, the other extraordinary, are fused, adding the dimension of time, allowing us to see the past and present simultaneously. You are walking your dog in a broad expanse of grass. It is 7:25 p.m., and in moments, over your shoulder, an aircraft the size of the Titanic will explode. On May 6, 1937, in Manchester Township, New Jersey, the German passenger airship Hindenburg burst into flames when a spark ignited millions of cubic feet of highly flammable hydrogen. It crashed and was incinerated in 30 seconds. Spectators awaiting its arrival were said to feel the heat a mile away. During the 1930s, airships like the Hindenburg were widely considered the future of air travel. On August 13th, 1961, the citizens of West Berlin woke to find their city encircled by a 27-mile barbed wire fence, which quickly grew to a 15-foot concrete barrier manned by 11,000 East German border guards. It was built to stop East Germans from flowing west, but the wall tore apart families and friends and left people unemployed overnight. It separated streets and squares, neighborhoods, and cut transportation lines. The wall isolated West Berliners from the world for 28 years and was finally torn down in 1989. In that time, just 5,000 people were able to escape, and 80 died trying. We're going in alone, and I don't think we're coming back. Lieutenant Colonel Joseph Phipps Priller to his wingmen before their attack on Normandy beaches. On D-Day, June 6, 1944, Allied forces launched the largest seaborne invasion in history on Nazi-occupied France. The operation instigated the liberation of France and Europe, and the foundation for the Allied victory was set. The fighting on D-Day was so fierce that 4% of the sand on Normandy beaches is metal shrapnel. Know Where You Stand was published in over 100 countries and translated into 30 languages. When the campaign was over, I posted the project to my website and Facebook, and remarkably, it's been circling the world ever since. Why? Well, I think the project is a reminder of the past significance and the crucial role it will have in our future. And I think people gravitate to them because we need stories, and these pictures tell me ones. Rudyard Kipling said, "If history were taught in the form of stories, it would never be forgotten." So the next time you're traveling the world, take a moment to picture who may have been standing where you are. Thank you.